Art by Carter. What's up? What's up? What's up? Yes, sir. I know it's you. How's it going, bro? I am. I'm good, bro. I'm about to do this Grogu sketch. Somebody requested one, so about to knock this one out. Ooh, that's a good series. Good show. And then here's a new Vader that was done recently. I haven't watched all of it, but it's a pretty good show. Yeah, new Vader, new Maul with some glow paint on there. And then I saw your one of your posts, man. Keep it up. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Keep up the good work, man. It's just a grind. And then I did this Mando yesterday. Yeah, no, Charlie's awesome, man. He's a good one to have in your corner. You know, I mean, even me, like he's helped me progress in my time, on whatnot. So he's a great resource. Good dude. So excited to see him back um, for one night. Yeah, yeah. I'm still learning airbrush, so I got a long way to go. But yeah, he's awesome. He is, man. He is. Good dude. Yeah, I actually sold the Ninja Turtle sketch cover last week. that I did, and he actually gave me that sketch cover. So I'm gonna pay him back by drawing him a really kick-ass Vader picture and just send it to him, just as a gift. Because I mean, he's helped me out with giving me that sketch cover. He's given me a lot of advice, um, pointed me in different directions, and sent me the Tops link and all that good stuff. So he gave you remember that Ninja Turtle blank sketch cover I did? He gave me that as a blank. He had it and he wasn't doing nothing with it. And he's like, dude, since you do turtles, he's like, here, I'm gonna send this to you. I don't want you to pay for it. I just want to send it to you. And he's like, do something kick ass with it. I'm like, will do, bro. I appreciate it. And he sent it out to me, and I came up with what I did. I sold it for $150, and that's what I said. I'm gonna repay him by giving him a kick-ass sketch of Vader because Vader's his favorite. So when I get a little caught up on commissions and stuff, I'm gonna get him something drawn up and colored, airbrushed, and sent out to him as my way. Me too, pretty much. I talk to him on Instagram pretty much every day. I need to just get his phone number and just shoot him a text if I ever need to get directly, you know, in contact with him. But I basically we message every day on Instagram. So, but yeah, good dude. Well, that's what he told me earlier today that he's booked out till April. So I'm like, holy crap, bro. Well, I heard the dog, so I figured Duke was. he's it's funny. He's putting himself in a hole, but I mean, we tend to do that as artists. We take on more stuff than we're able to do at one time. So it's all good though. It's all good. It's just part of it. Maybe we'll learn one day. Maybe we won't. Probably not. So well, the more like cards and sketches we get to do as artists, we get better. So and my advice to you is just continue to practice. Just keep going at it and just keep practicing. The more you do it, the better you get at it. Because I mean, I had a Mando sketch I did probably 2 months ago that was like very plain, very not realistic like this one. And these are probably my two best Mando sketches that I've done since I got on this app. So just a matter of practicing and getting it done. Yeah, that was found a sketch where he had like water splattered on him. So well, and it's as you go, it's like you figure out how to render these things. Yeah, yeah, that or like the living waters part. But yeah, you just kind of figure out how to render stuff. Griffo07, welcome to the stream. Warris40, welcome to the stream. Yeah, you just figure it out as you go and just kind of hope you're doing it the right way. I mean, there's no real right way. You have to figure out how you do it at Marvel Comics. We'll have to look into that. because I'm gonna actually submit to Marvel, like the tops for Marvel and stuff like that. Start doing some more Marvel characters and get some more practice drawing comics the Marvel way. Huh. I'm gonna check that out. Yeah, I'm taking a screenshot of that so I can remember. Stan Lee created it. Well, the goat himself, the man himself. I'm probably gonna start with this color. Getting my Grogu color palette ready to go. Daniel TN1314, welcome to the stream. I'm gonna be drawing Grogu, or as my wife likes to call it, Gogurt. Other cards are for sale in the store. Oh, I just threw my freaking new marker. Same. It's great, upbeat. Love it. So I just got these. I picked up a few of these at Michael's the other day, a couple weeks ago. The Ohuhu Honolulu Lulu. These actually work really well. Lemonade, I might have heard it. I think I may have, but I don't know it enough to like recognize it, or I don't know the words to it yet. But yeah, these are really good. It's got the brush tip and the chisel tip. These were actually like $2.99 a piece, so substantially cheaper than the Copic individual. So I think I'm actually gonna use Ohuhu a little bit more. Thunder Pig 16, welcome to the stream. Whenever some of my Copics run out, I'm probably gonna actually pick up a few more Ohuhus. Yeah, they got a good I have a whole like kit full of Ohuhus, but none of them have the brush tip. And I actually really like these brush tips from Ohuhu. So I'm gonna pick up some more. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. It's a good day. Yeah, what I'm gonna do with this Grogu when I get to when it's to the end, I'm gonna do the hair at the end, and I'm gonna use paint to do the hair. Because I've been finding like doing these cards, the hair, paint has been a little bit easier way for me to give it that realism look. So I like I'm starting to branch out into doing uh, multimedia together. So doing the markers, pencil colors, paint, kind of a little bit of it all. Well, and it's like looking at markers and colored pencil. Yeah, it's a good it's a good way to get like good contrast and then good kind of like texture on the cards. That's what I did. So with this mall, that's what I did with this one. So it's all base layers and everything. Phone, stop. It's like pulsating. Oh, what are you doing? Okay. So all the base of it was all markers, and then you can see it may have a heart. There we go. It's got a beating heart. What the world? But you can see like the texture. This one I actually did some. Yeah, my phone's like actually alive. Um, I did do neon on the horns, the eyes, the teeth, and then the two sabers. Well, I have Lando is actually interested in it, so I don't know if he's going to pick it up soon, but I don't think it's going to be here very long. So um, I'm not fully finished with it yet, but my Bowser piece is actually probably going to sell soon too for 300. So Bowser. So my kid, let's see. I don't know where my son had some cards he was drawing. My little girl drew. This is my little girl's card. She drew this the other day. That's her little signature on the back. So that's my daughter's cards or her card that she drew. There's actually somebody on here that wanted her to draw a cat card, so that's the cat card. So she's getting her own commissions at 9 years old. So I think it's pretty cool if I could use this platform to kind of encourage her to continue her drawing and keep it going, and then she can make a few dollars from some of her drawings. It'll keep her going. So I think it's pretty cool. EMS World, welcome to the stream. We are sketching Gogurt, as my wife calls it, Grogu. Let's see what else we got on my playlist. Change it up a little bit. Let's see. I had this one. I can bring you in warm. 100 cards left in my phone. Oh, is that your PSCs? Dang, that's good. See, I need to do my initial like order of Iconics. Yeah, and I mean when you're starting out, that's also kind of a good way to do some advertising and get your name out there. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with next. I like the Artists Unite. Um, it just takes a little bit of time to get them to my house, coming from Canada. So it's one of the only drawbacks is if it's in a delay, which it's happened both times, but this second time he had to resend my order because it got lost in the mail. So it wasn't his fault or anybody's fault. It was just the mail's fault because the mail sucks. So lost my cards, which actually kind of is the reason why, like, my commissions, I had to push them off for a little while because I didn't have the card stock. And once I started using card stock, rightfully so, people wanted me to do their commissions on the card stock. So, which I don't blame them because I like as drawing them as an artist. I much rather it on the card stock than just cutting out sketchbook paper. This playlist keeps going back to the same stuff. Because that one just came on random one day. So. Actually, need to. So, I really like pink. Brickhead, welcome to the stream. Jose Ram, welcome to the stream. We are drawing, and drawing, but not knowing how to speak. Die for anyone. Oh, nice, man. Good deal. Keep me posted. Let me know how it goes. I'm actually going to be doing reapplying. I think this week, a month ago. What did it tell you? Did it tell you like 3 to 4 weeks that they'll recontact you? 4 to 6 weeks. I know I saw something that was showing it was like 2 to 3 weeks for something, but maybe that was a typo or something. I saw an error because I know when I submitted the first time it was 4 to 6 weeks, and I heard back from them on like week 7 or 8. So it was kind of just like all over the place. High ground trading cards. Welcome to the stream. We are sketching everyone's favorite Baby Yoda species, everyone's favorite child, the Gogurt. Colio cards. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm gonna be submitting probably sometime this week. Be resubmitting. This time I'm gonna do Marvel, Disney, Pixar, Star Wars. I'm gonna submit for all of them this go around instead of just one. Yeah, man, just keep me posted on. Oh yeah, you know what? When I first submitted the first go, I thought maybe I made a mistake and didn't send him anything. But when I checked back, or I was like, wait a minute, no, I did send everything because I went and look. I think I was able to find the original email when I submitted it, and I could see like the attachments and everything. So I was like, okay, no, I did submit. Scolzy04, welcome to the stream. I'm gonna have to use a different email. Huh. Yeah, I guess we'll see whenever when I resubmit. I mean, I have a few emails that I can use. Hmm. I mean, that kind of doesn't really make any sense though, because like if people are allowed to resubmit, they're not gonna have. And if you got somebody who tries a couple different times, it's not like you got a bunch of emails to use. Nor do you want to like just create a bunch of emails to use to submit. Huh. Yeah, that's weird. Well, I guess we'll see in a few days because I'm gonna submit for all of those. Definitely gonna be submitting this Mandalorian, and then depending on how this Grogu turns out, I'll probably submit this Grogu also. I have another Grogu I could submit, but I kind of want to do a couple different. I want to do some different characters for each one. I don't want to do the same. So I'll probably do this Grogu if it comes out really good. That Mandalorian, and I might do a portrait specifically of try to get it as realism as possible. DQ29 461, welcome to the stream. And Thomas 68178, welcome to the stream. See how weird I can make this Grogu look until it finally starts to look right.
Go Ninja, go Ninja, go. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go. Go, 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 go.
Groupman79, welcome to the stream. Turtle get down. That old school ice, vanilla ice, Ninja Turtle rap. The power of the Ninja Turtle face, Iceman. DT23, welcome to the stream. Drawing, sketching Grogu, the child, the chosen one. Addy Matty 25, welcome to the stream.
They sent me a script and everything, tell me what was going on in the movie and what was going to be happening. They told me all about this whole scene, exactly like they had it wrote down and everything, and told me to write and make it ice. So I did. Hyped it up, put the funky beats behind it, and made it ice. And they told me to keep it clean, for the kids and everything, which is me anyway. So Ice Ice Baby's in full effect. Yep. Turtles 2, watch it.
So I've been to a few so I've been to a few, nothing like really big, but I've been to, some that were that as a theme. So, and a, uh, I'm actually doing a Comic-Con. It's a local, like the library Comic-Con, uh, thing here soon. With well, and that's where the ones that I've done, uh like the one I'm doing at our library, they don't have really any big special guests. It's more just like local vendors. Now, at the other, so at the RetroCon that I've done twice, the first one I did in January or February this year had the voice actors from Sonic Adventure there. So Ryan Drummond, who voices Sonic on Sonic Adventure, and I think there was some other Sonic game that he voiced Sonic. There was also David Humphrey, who was the original, like, first voice actor for Shadow. There was Scott Dreyer, who was Knuckles, and then Mike Pollock was Dr. Eggman. So that was actually really cool. Um, oh, that's really cool. That's awesome because he's Punisher and what else did he play? That's who I'm thinking of, right? Fury. He was on the Punisher show series. Yeah, yeah. How's he? Pretty cool. He seems like he'd be pretty cool in person. I could I could see it because he just seems like he'd be that type of person. It's really cool, down to earth. Oh, no kidding. Huh? That's neat. Yeah, I mean, it hasn't been anybody like huge like that, because that's he's a like as far as like a local con, like he's big time. Just from being in some of those big roles that he's played in. But for me, it was really cool um, meeting the Sonic cast at this last RetroCon that we did for the Mario one. It was so they had, I think his name is Grant Kirchhoff, which he's the voice for Donkey Kong, older Donkey Kong, and then he's actually the composer for the music of 007, the GoldenEye Paula Screen. That's his music, and he was also the composer for the Banjo Kazooie track, um, and quite a few others actually. Now I didn't get to actually talk to him, meet him in person because he was there. I was busy running my booth, but it was Did you send me a picture? Yeah, I'll have to check the picture out. That's cool. Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, hit that early retirement. He'll at least get some of his retirement. So, hey, it's tough. 14 years, you know, it's a long time in the military. It's a long time in any branch, but especially the Marine Corps. Bo 15, welcome to the stream. What was his did he say what his MOS was? Yeah, I remember you telling me that. Oh, I got you. Oh, Tyler. You remember Tyler? He's on here. Tyler, the creator. He came back. He finally. I had heard from him the other day. He came back and oh yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, it's fun to travel. That's for sure. You do that in the military. Clones and Clankers, welcome to the stream. Iron Mech 78, welcome to the stream. Um, now Tyler, he came back and he actually bought that Raven that I did. He was actually, I think it was us three. We were in here for a while. I was drawing that original Darth Raven I did. He uh, he actually just bought it the other day, so that's why you don't see the big Darth Raven up here anymore. It actually sold the other day, so. Oh yeah, I was in Japan. Been there. Went to Okinawa. Ben Blunted, welcome to the stream. Okinawa. Went to Tokyo. That was fun. Yep, there's a lot of history in the core. Yeah, yeah. I read. I think it was Charles Hathcock's book about kind of his personal account during Vietnam when he had to drag himself through behind enemy lines to take that sniper shot. Yeah, I haven't watched a good like military movie in a while. Or read a really good book in a bit. I'll have to check that one out. I haven't seen it. I don't really watch movies much anymore. Just about Afghanistan. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that out. Especially since I was there. Oh wow. That's gotta be crazy. Because I was mounted in armored trucks, so if we got blown up, we at least had some sort of protection with our trucks. Can only imagine riding horseback through that place. You got places out there it's like the Wild Wild West. I bet. Yeah, they're actually like they can be very entertaining, but also, uh, really educational if they're like kind of, I like what I like watching if I watch a military is definitely something. Oh yeah, Jarhead's a good one. Definitely if it's like those like Korengal Valley. That's a crazy documentary. also kind of listening to or just watching like Dakota Myers' Medal of Honor, kind of his whole experience with that whole region. Jan Pierre, welcome to the stream. Being an advisor with the Army, um, and his Marine detachment, working with the Afghans. It's crazy. A dude went through literal hell on earth trying to rescue his boys. Oh, really? Do you listen to a lot of military audiobooks? Yeah, that's another good way to like get some history. Yeah, I know for sure. If I know anything about you, you're big in the history, which is really cool. Because a lot of kids your age don't really care about all that stuff, but you also come from, a military family, so that plays a part. That makes a difference into it. You appreciate it more than most people nowadays. Yeah, it's interesting. Those guys were some men. Yep, I do too. Because even being that I served in combat and did my time, there's been so many guys that have gone before me and even after me that have been in a lot worse situations. So, Ozzy Blaster, welcome to the stream. So, just honor that their sacrifice, and yeah, Marcus Luttrell, just honor their sacrifice and the things that they've done to, do the best that they can, helping others. I know, I know it's a hard one to watch. Oh, no kidding. Wow, that's crazy. My veteran advisor at Nichols, where I went to college, he was a Marine sniper in Fallujah. Diablo Rojo, welcome to the stream. CYG3, welcome to the stream. Another way. Gone. I'll be the one who can to Sugar live dear me. Oh, no kidding. Wow. Oh, he was a sniper? Wow. Medal of Honor recipient. It's crazy. Yeah, if you do something that earns you a Medal of Honor, whether you live or die, um, it's not an award you typically want to have. You earning that means that a lot of people died or you were in a really tough, tight spot. Nicholas Irving. Yeah, well, that's why he. Yep, that's why he gave up doing the war bonds and selling war bonds because his men were dying and he wanted to get back to them. Meg Hugh, welcome to the stream. He didn't want to be doing the political side of selling war bonds. He wanted to be in the trenches, fighting right alongside his men. And that's why he went back. Yep, that's like it's like my hero, John Basilone. Because being a machine gunner, that's like our idol. So he was an 0331 heavy machine gunner, just like that's what I was. Well, he was a dog for sure. That's right. That's true. Such a good show. God, I love that show. Very, very good show. Yeah, Guadalcanal was rough. I mean, they had to clear the bodies from the path of the machine gun to continue shooting. They were literally stacking bodies. That whole island hopping campaign was crazy. Big Finger, welcome to the stream. I can only imagine this fire tower. Yikes. Yeah, that was scary time to be in the jungle and just in enemy territory where, oh, I believe it. I believe it 100%. Yeah, they were, I mean, they were put in situations very often that it was a regular thing getting a bronze or silver star or stuff like that during Vietnam. Yeah, yep. Hand to hand combat, bayonets, like some hardcore warfare, like guerrilla warfare. Well, Vietnam was literally based off of, Viet Cong. They use guerrilla tactics, punji pits. David Degg, welcome to the stream. Tunnel rats, yep. Punji pits, all that stuff. Sneak up and steal like U.S. personnel while they're on patrol. Take them into the jungle. Yeah, talk about. Yeah, David, we're just drawing Grogu and just hanging out. Got a bunch of different sketches up for sale in the store. Yeah, yeah. Well, people given their right to do this and do that, but you appreciate certain things. I don't agree with a lot of things, on both sides, but a lot of veterans gave up a lot to go, even if they don't agree with what they were fighting for. Barn Mucker 03, welcome to the stream. So I will say this. A lot of people over here do not realize how good they have it. No, no, you're 100% right. Yeah, or hanged, whatever they felt like that day. They don't put up with that lightly overseas. They don't play. Jay Jones, 1342, welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, that's just like another day over there. That's nothing new. Yeah, they do have flaws in the system. Um, I've had a few little instances with the VA, but Jack 551, welcome to the stream. I do know some people who have just been completely screwed over and just kind of jacked around. I mean, oh yeah, I mean it's not a it's an imperfect system and it's very flawed. But I'll venture to say that our healthcare in general is pretty terrible about stuff like that too. Skybat 2000, welcome to the stream. Oh, I can actually use this for the ears. Yeah, there we go. Thank you for using this. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, that's one that they try to avoid approving at all costs, it seems, for people that clearly suffer from PTSD and other issues. Yeah. I said there's a lot of flaws with it for sure. Their first goal usually ends up being put you on meds and that's it. Yeah, I mean that is a true statement though, because that wasn't as much of a not a focus. Well, I mean it's you know you don't. I mean realistically anybody can get PTSD. Oh well, okay, yeah. I mean it's not just an exclusive condition to military. You know, if your dad was a firefighter, then yeah, I can 100% see why he's got PTSD. Ian, what's up, bro? That just comes with the territory of working in EMS, and I worked in EMS also. It could be pretty messy. What's up, bro? How's it going? Yeah, yeah. People looked at you like you were weak and all this stuff, and I mean, there's some things that's some truth to. Medic 48, welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, no, it's a lot different nowadays. But it's something that is trauma, so it's got to be talked about somewhat, put out there, get help if it's severe. Yeah. Well, it never really goes away, but you just learn triggers and you learn how to cope with it. Some people don't. That's why they end up doing things that are irreversible, you know. So yeah, welcome to the stream, everybody. We're just hanging out, working on this Grogu sketch, chilling. Got a few new sketches up in the store that have been completed. So I'll show Vader that was done a few nights ago. There's my phone going again. Heartbeat. My phone has a heartbeat. And then the Darth Maul. And then the recent Mandalorian. Yeah, well, I mean DC, it's a rough area for being in that specific job profession. Big cities filled with crime, so you're always going to have these dire situations with EMS and all kinds of stuff. So it's not easy. Yep. Well, I'm in a smaller town. I mean, there's a good population where I live, but even in the town I live in, there's shootings, certain parts of town, all that stuff, just the crime. Not immune to it. Well, yeah. Yeah, it happens. And it's like the bigger area you're in, the more prone you are to having um, more severe crime, more crime, and more severe crime. So I was supposed to. I got my bachelor's degree, bachelor's of science. I was gonna go. Wasn't pre med, but it was like pre professional. Um, I was gonna go to physician assistant school, and I just didn't. I didn't. I didn't take the COVID vaccine, so at the time that kind of hindered my progress. But then things kind of changed a bit, so where it wasn't as big of a requirement. So I was going to try to go back, and I actually had started going back, but then uh, when I was at my last job working at a gym, I got my disability rating got bumped up to 100% permanent and total. So that allowed me to quit working and start pursuing this. That Joy Boy, welcome to the stream. So that's kind of the story of how I went from what I was doing to where I'm at now. Tomaeus, welcome to the stream. Yeah, no, they were the EMS place I was working for was, you know, really pushing that on people to the point of like it was either you get it or you're gone. So I I left. I ended up actually getting in a wreck on the ambulance. We were driving to an emergency and somebody ran a red light and hit my truck, hit my ambulance while I was driving, and yeah, not anymore. But I had my EMT basic. I was certified. So while I was in my last couple of years of college, I was working on the ambulance. around town. So yeah, I was doing that, and I said God just had a different plan for me, and He got me away from that. And I had already started drawing again, but I just got back into drawing, and that's what I've been really focusing on a lot the last couple of years. But I've really like amplified the effort these last 6 months. Well, probably a little bit more than that, but like with all these Star Wars commissions I've been working on, it's been pushing me way outside my comfort zone. And then I've had a lot of days in the last few months where I was just like, I can't get this. Like, I don't understand. Like I was having a hard time with some certain drawings and different things, and frustrating. Want to be better at certain things like faces and stuff and realism, and it just was aggravating. But it's it's helped me progress a lot quicker by focusing on those things. So my advice I've been giving anybody who asks me about drawing and stuff, it's like just keep going. Pretty much like what Charlie, will say, just keep working on your craft and practicing newer concepts and different things, and just keep getting better. That's the same advice that I'll offer to you, is just keep doing what you're doing, bro, because you're doing good, and don't worry about what anybody else has to say, because they're not the ones trying to get better at this stuff. 'Cause, I mean, this stuff is not easy. There's a lot of things about this stuff and this craft that's not easy, and some people just make it look so simple, but they've also put in a lot of time and a lot of effort. So it's like you got to take that into account. And for me, it's like I've been away from drawing for so long that, yes, there's very many layers to art. It's like onions, they have layers. Shrek. Donkey, you stubborn jackass. But it's true though, like you said, there is a lot of layers um, to learning art and different concepts and combining them together. Like this in general for me was a big one with the markers. OVH, welcome to the stream. I don't can't really say it much about painting. I mean, there's still a lot I need to learn about painting, but I just started I just started painting this year, and I've done really well with paintings. So I think I've had a little bit more of a knack for painting, and I didn't even realize that I did. So, oh, cool. That's awesome, man. It can't hurt, you know? It definitely can't hurt. If anything, trades nowadays. Yeah, there you go. Oh, and like, college, if it's very specific, is good, but like trades are going to be a big thing, or always are a big thing, and will be even more. Look, I grinded through college and I did really well, but it's got to be, if you're going to college for a very specific, well, I mean, you are an artist, so that kind of comes with the territory I'm finding out as an artist, because I that is my biggest struggle. But that's why I'm like really trying to work on procrastination and getting better at it and not doing it. And it can be tough if you well, I mean it's what you are, bro. You know, we're artists. Um, I mean it's still when I tell people like when I'm doing other stuff and I meet people and I get to talking about this stuff, it's like, you know, I'll say it in a way of like, you know, I like to draw and paint and sketch and stuff, and then I just kind of finally come out and say, you know, I'm an artist. And they're like, oh, okay. So it's almost kind of like because I'm still kind of like I'm really an artist. It's crazy. It's crazy, but it's cool. Like it's very, it's a neat, you know, opportunity, and it's a blessing. Because for me, with what I'm trying to do, and then with school that I was gonna do, you know, that was gonna take me away from my kids a lot. I think you had told me that. That's really neat. I feel like you mentioned that to me. Oh shit! Wow, he's got to be. I bet he's freaking phenomenal. Probably does really well too. I'm sure. Oh yeah, so he's making the big bucks with that. I mean, that's where it's at. The hyper realism. That's what people want, you know. And it's not easy. So not a lot of people. I mean, there's a lot of people that can do it, but the grand scheme of artists, not everybody can do it, you know. So it's definitely a very highly sought after skill set that not every single artist has. But as I'm learning, it's not that you can't learn that. It just takes a lot of work. That's what I'm learning through my process and my journey on this app. Also, I mean, even like this Grogu I'm working on right now. Like, I was not doing this good of realism a few months back. My stuff was just very generic, basic cartoon, cartoon in nature, you know. But it's so many layers, and it's also multimedia mixed well together with other media. So it's just kind of creating that balance between all of it. Dude, that's awesome. Like, I'm proud of you. That's awesome. Keep it up. Look, if you're gonna, you know, continue with it, you're already progressing, you're gonna see the results. Hey, whatever it takes, man. Like it's, you know, it's one of those things. You do what's necessary to make it happen. And if that means you stream 8 hours a day, or not even just streaming, but just, you know, doing putting in the time and the work to draw 8 hours a day, it is what it is. That's what the greats do. You want to be great, you got to put in the time and the work. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's 12:30 here, and I've had a pretty full day today, and um, probably won't finish this card tonight. I don't want to rush it, but I gotta take a little more time probably with it tomorrow because I'm going to do some electric work tomorrow, and then I gotta go turn into some paperwork. Yeah, there's a guy who the guy that runs our RetroCon. I've been helping his dad with some electrical work because he's an electrician and he picked up some work. So he's giving me some work with him. He's like paying me to go help him as a helper. So it's it's a little bit of money, but right now I'm just kind of doing everything that I possibly can to just make everything work together, make ends meet, and so I'm like working on a lot of these commissions, and then gonna resubmit my stuff to Tops this week for Star Wars, Disney. She works at a like a supplement, like nutrition store. It's like a natural kind of supplement store. She's a manager. Well, she's the manager there, and then well, yes and no. It's like a mom and pop type store, and it's all natural supplementation, uh, more like homeopathic more. So that's what she does. But I mean, with all of this, I do, you know, um, I sell my stuff. I do whatever work I can pick up, and then I sell Rainbows, which is the air purifier vacuum. So I do sales with that, kind of in addition to this. It's actually why I got on so late tonight. Um, was I had a demo tonight that I sold. So I'm going to do that work tomorrow. I got some. I actually got a commission to send out tomorrow. I got 4 Pokemon cards that I sold on eBay that I have to ship out tomorrow. So I got another busy day tomorrow. So when I tell you I'm doing everything I possibly can, like doing what we got to do to make things happen, make things work out. Do what you got to do, especially when we got kids, and that's our responsibility to take care of them. That's what we're doing. So I actually have a few little like vending events this month too. Want to be doing that Comic Con pretty soon, and then there's the Comic Con, and then there's actually this little event thing at my daughter's school where I can pay a vendor fee and go set up my booth and sell stuff. So I'm gonna go out there again and bring all my setup and all my sketch cards and paintings and my 3D printed stuff and just try to sell some stuff. I did it last year. Um, did it last year. It was pretty cool. I gained some interest with people at her school, like some of the parents and stuff. So try to sell some more stuff. Miles Morales, welcome to the stream. And then the Comic Con event, that's literally all of this stuff right up everybody's alley and anything Comic Con related. So I'm excited for that. I just don't have a lot of extra time to make a bunch of crazy extra stuff for it. So I'm really just gonna kind of have whatever I have on standby is what I'm gonna bring with me. However, um, I will uh, have my markers and stuff. Um, so I'm gonna be drawing at my table. The Pokemon piece, that's actually a huge priority too that I have to focus on this week because it has a lot to go. Watch, I'll show you in a second. I have a lot left on it. But I need to finish it because it's like eating at me in the back of my mind. Like, man, you need to get that done. Just get it done. But I got so much to do on it. But we're gonna get it done. It probably that's probably gonna be a this week. Heavily focused on that thing this week because I just need to get it done and knocked out. So it's actually uh, it's actually a commission for somebody. So it's sold already. It's just been a few months overdue. Now the people are like really understanding. The guy's actually a Marine, um, which I feel bad that I've taken this long on it, but I've just been so busy with so much stuff. Now I've had time to get it done. I've been doing what's kind of giving me the quick cash, but I gotta get them situated and I gotta get it finished. Can be resist. Yep. So that's another thing that just kind of keeps my schedule super full because it's like I bring my kids to school in the morning and then I have to pick them up by 3:30 because we don't pay for them to go to aftercare anymore. And it's just you know, we're saving money, which is good because I need to save every dollar I can right now because it's just ridiculous right now. But uh, if they go into aftercare, we got to pay more and all that stuff. But when they would go to aftercare, it is now when they would go to aftercare, I had you know 2 extra hours to work on stuff. Yana Yang, welcome to the stream. So I've lost 2 hours of my time as far as uh, working on stuff without having the kids at home. So that's kind of been a challenge this year already, but that's why I'm up at almost 1 o'clock in the morning doing this because it's not the most ideal, but it's about the best time that I can get to doing this stuff and working on everything. So it's you know do what we got to do. So yeah, yeah, because I'm at a point now that I've been streaming that I can like handle drawing and interacting with the chat. Red Steel Collector, welcome to the stream. So it doesn't really uh, take me away from it too much or off of it. So well, apparently me and Charlie can't co-stream at all because ours is just nothing but a disaster. The last time we tried doing it, that one time. Yeah, I might miss stuff in the chat when I'm drawing, but kind of I try to keep an eye on it somewhat to just try to stay engaged with everybody who's in here. I mean, because I don't like to just be silent, but then I can't always see what's going on in the chat either, because especially if I'm trying to really focus on a piece. Yes, I do. I do 3D printing as well. It's just another little extra lanyap, extra deal, that I do. Kind of give me a little extra variety of items. Yeah, the helmets are really cool. Um, like you said, I would have to, you know, I'd have to sell them for a decent price because yes, filament can get expensive depending on type of filament you're picking up. Could be really expensive. The only problem for me with doing helmets is my printer's got I have 2 printers that I can do multicolor, so I can feed. I have the ability to have 4 different colors on my AMS at one time to be able to switch back and forth between colors. So yes, I can do that. So that actually helps doing multicolored prints and stuff like that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I have some I have some Star Wars stuff. There's some little like fidget clickers that I want to do that Star Wars characters. Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah, I had an Ender first. And I have two Bamboo Labs A1s, pretty good printers. The Enders are good too. It's just like older Enders are definitely a lot slower, and they're just a lot more. You gotta do a little bit more work with them as far as um, Daredevil. I would like to do like the, you know, yeah, yeah, because if your bed's not big enough to do the whole helmet on one, you gotta slice it up and then do and you gotta glue it. You got a lot more post processing to do, and that's when you got to start accounting for the time and the extra material and stuff, in your price. But then can't be too expensive. But yeah, the beds are definitely a lot smaller. I say I have a cousin who he mainly just does helmets because he's got a big enough bed to where he can print an entire helmet on one on his bed, just one bed. So yeah, he's got a big one. It's pretty cool. He sells them. He does a lot of that. Angelo Caesar 619. Welcome to the stream. Shoot, I'm gonna probably add a decent amount of, not a decent amount, but add a little bit of paint to this thing too. Give it a little bit more depth with some paint. Definitely gonna do the hair with some acrylic paint. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. I did a. You saw the other Grogu I did a little while back. So I'll show you the last Grogu I did. Jim Keel, welcome to the stream. Oh, it's already right there. So real quick. So this was the last Grogu that I did with the up and down card. Same deal, I did all markers, but then I kind of layered it with some paint. But this time, I'm not doing the black outlines on this one. If anything, I'll just leave it darker green and just blend into it. So, but I'm gonna do something similar with the coat on this one and then the hair for sure. But I'm gonna add some like white highlights in different little areas. I did get away with like on Mando right here. I got away with only using Jelly Roll white and no paint on this one. This one was all blending with the markers and then add that pencil color to kind of bring that white kind of spread out. So that's probably the best Mando besides the bigger one that I've done. I think what I want to do is actually get the background done. I'm trying to think how to do the background. Oh, what do you think? I should do a darker background? Bearded Blue Cards, welcome to the stream. I might do like a darker background to make this pop, and then when I put the highlights in the paint, it'll really kind of like pop. Yeah. I might just do like a darker gray into black, because then I can do like some stars and stuff. You know what? Might try to do like like a nebula. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do something like that too. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. So I'm actually gonna try to do. It's gonna be dark, but I'm gonna try to do like a nebula border. Kind of how. So this is not not specifically. It was somebody was like, I mean, it's kind of gonna turn it into one, but it was somebody was asking if I had any Grogu yesterday. Like, no, I don't have any Grogu, but I can do one because then I had just did the other Grogu, so uh, I'm doing it. And I think the person that was asking about it, you know, I think they're gonna buy it whenever it's finished. So that's the hopes anyway. I mean, I think regardless if they wouldn't buy it, it won't last long. But I have a feeling that they're gonna get it. I mean, they were asking about it, and I sent them the blank, like the rough sketch earlier, and they were like, "Whoa, that's really cool." They're like, "Yeah, let me know when it's finished." So So we're gonna do the black here a little bit, but I'm actually just build out all the colors to kind of go out, trying to blend. I'm gonna do a teal green. And some of this stuff's actually just gonna kind of get covered up with darker colors anyway. Yeah, I'm actually gonna be sending, and I'll even ask you when the time comes, like this week, or because it'll either be this week or next week. I try to submit the tops. I was gonna get like Charlie's opinion. Cisco Rivera is another guy I've been kind of getting a little closer with just through like talking with him, and he's been commenting on a lot of my stuff lately, especially when I post it. So I was gonna get Kevin Nelson, awesome. Um, so I was gonna get like him. Oh, Kevin West. I was gonna get Cisco and Charlie to kind of look at the pieces that I'm gonna submit to tops next. Kind of get their opinion on it because I'm just gonna do a bunch. Um, this should be. Yeah, I'm thinking this one. I was thinking this Mando. Uh, just based off of my thoughts at looking at some of them. So thanks, bro. Yeah, I finished this Mando last night or this morning actually. Let's see, I'm gonna pull her out. Still gotta scan this one in, but all Copics blended out with a little bit of Jelly Roll, and then I did some pencil color, blending the outer around, and then also right here on these sides. So, and then we got the back side all done. So, yeah, this one wasn't commissioned. This was just me thinking, all right, I want to do another Mando. So this one's actually up for grabs. Nobody requested this. This is one I was like, I want to do this. So one of my new recent ones. And then, so this Darth Maul wasn't a commission specifically, but I had somebody who was getting 3 cards done, and Maul was one of them. So this one's also one. If they end up wanting that one, I might just use that as one of theirs. And then, like I said, this Grogu was somebody asking about it the other day or yesterday. So now I'm trying to fulfill that. So yeah, I think we might roll with the Mando. Bobma, welcome to the stream. Roll with this Mando up here, and then Grogu. I don't know if I'll do this one, but here's a Vader that I did 2 nights ago. So it's a possible to submit, but I might try to do something more in depth, realistic. So yeah, this one I think I used maybe like 5 or 6 colors, and it took me about 45 minutes to an hour to go from blank sketch to finished. So it actually Actually came out pretty good in a short amount of time. He's a good dude, man. He'll you can pick his brain for sure. He's very open to like just kind of sharing because I kind of asked him some stuff about his process, and he talked to me about some of the stuff that he does, how he does some of the stuff he does. He's a good dude. He's a very encouraging individual as well. To being an established artist, he really does a good job of kind of encouraging you to you know point you in the right direction, give you good feedback, and you know he's just a good dude. He's like Charlie. He's a good dude. It just blows my mind that he's like 80% of his stuff is all pencil colors. So that just blows my mind. The dude's a monster with pencil colors. I love his work. Yeah, he said he'll take like 8 hours plus on some cards. It's nuts. But that's also why his cards come out as detailed as they do. He's got, puts a lot of time into the cards. So, and I mean, you've been using pencil colors, so you know that using pencil colors, it's a lot of layering. It's just getting the layers. So, the longer you take on it, the more time you take, the better outcome, the better it's going to end up, in the end. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to steal some of Geekman's star patterns for this one. I like how he does his nebula star patterns. I don't know, it's just everybody on here, they have a very, unique style, and it works for them. I'm gonna start with yeah, I don't really know how this sky is gonna turn out. I'm really just kind of going with the flow. We're just we're just kind of throwing colors out there and seeing how they stick at this point. And then I'll put the stars in, and then I'll add all the paint detail that I'm gonna put, because I'm definitely gonna add some acrylic paint, fine details to kind of round out the the accents of it and everything. But appreciate everybody who is hanging out, checking out the work. This playlist has been all over the place too. Definitely an interesting playlist I'm playing tonight. Might even just do some paint on the like other paint on the background too. Ed Pearl, welcome to the stream. Because with the paint, let's see. So you could do. Oh, nice. Can't beat the classics. These parts would definitely be a good candidate for adding some like pinpoint airbrushing. Also, I could use some of those. Got these jelly rolls too. Let's see. It's too late, and we can't go back. I'm sorry, can't be perfect. I'll tell you what, one person that's got some that like just he just blows my mind how he does it with the markers is Duke. He's phenomenal. I always like look forward to his videos whenever he posts them because he's something special. Like he's got these markers figured out and using the jelly rolls. I do, yeah. So watch if you kind of back up a little bit. So these are my social medias that I'm active on pretty much every day. Rebel Warpick Designs on YouTube. I post my live streams and like shorts and different videos. Instagrams at Lance Dewey Art. And you'll be able to find. That's pretty much my best view of my portfolio. And I post on Facebook, TikTok, and stuff like that. It sure is a French name. All right, Jim Keel, welcome. Thank you for hanging out and checking out what we're doing here. Um, when I see you pop up on my Instagram, I'll shoot you a follow back. Appreciate you for hanging out. Yeah, I know it's getting late, so we're burning the midnight 1 a.m. morning oil. You'll be able to see the finished product of this tomorrow. But yep, Douay is a French name. You're right. Back to Gary. Um, my family's been around here as long as I can remember, and so for us to do a name, actually, I think it was our family way back when came down from Canada. So, yep, very interesting. And I don't honestly, I'd like to know more. A lot of my family doesn't really have the best answer. Nobody really knows a whole lot. I guess not many of those questions were asked by a lot of people and passed that down. So I would have to check out the ancestry myself. Uh, I'm aware of it. I just never, I haven't done it myself, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's that. I think it's that's time of the year, bro. Like allergies and all that stuff. I've been to the World War II museum in New Orleans before. I don't think I've been to the Civil War one. Deuces, welcome to the stream. Yeah, the World War II museum was fun. Like it was interesting. It was really cool to go to. Yeah, it's been a while since I went to it, but it was. Remember, it was pretty cool. You would love it. No, that's not one I've been able to go to. Go Hawks. JD5, welcome to the stream. I didn't even realize that until you point out. That's cool. I love that. That's great. I like that. All right. Let's see. I think we might add some paint. Might start adding a little bit of paint on here. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I like the colors on the background too. Starting to kind of, like I said, I want to do that. I'm gonna start actually doing paint to kind of take this from this. Because it's, by some standards, I could probably stop after putting the hair, but these are starting to get over the top, like extra treatment. So let me find my brushes. I had to pick everything up the other day because I spilled paint everywhere. Yeah. Well, I still got a lot I'm about to add to it, but it's just going to be the paint now, basically, and the paint's going to finish tying everything together. So I'm definitely going to stop before I'm ahead, but the paint's just going to give me an extra little level of detail because that's what I did with that last Grogu. I added paint with like white and certain colors. So basically, the paint's going to bring us home. The paint's going to tie everything together and give me that finish, but it's not going to be um, extreme. Let's see. Yeah, no, the way this one's coming out, the last thing I want to do is go too far, but I do need to add a little bit of paint to it. So that's what we're gonna. I'm actually gonna get y'all a little closer to it. See where that multimedia comes in. Yeah, this one might be one of the four that I submit to tops. I should like have a little stack of cards like all done, or have all the like the cards after they're scanned in. I should do like a poll, do a poll on Instagram, and like ask people which cards I should pick, and I should tag tops in the post. That'd be kind of funny. Yeah, because this side right here, this actually is supposed to be a lot lighter. Oh, nice, bro. Heck yeah. Is that what you were like when you mentioned you're going to Tennessee this week? Cindy C. Black 49, welcome to the stream. Bristol. Nice, man. That's going to be fun. Have to take a bunch of pictures and videos and stuff. I'm sure you will. Oh, sweet. That's a that's a humbling experience to go to a place like that. That's right. Yeah, you're not that far away from it. Oh, I bet. It's crazy how such a beautiful place like that could hold so much bloodshed. Yeah, I definitely want to eventually take some time to just go travel and check out some of these places. Escon 8403, welcome to the stream. See, it's like cards like this. When it's like getting to this point, I'm like, man, I wouldn't mind auctioning something like this off, but auctions can be very good and also very bad. Because I did a pretty decent Bo-Katan the other night, and I started the bid at $15, and I was like doing yeah, very good, very bad. Sometimes it's great success, sometimes not great success. Um, because I did a Bo-Katan, and it was pretty good, but it sold for $15, so way under my like commission price, $50 or so. Now I feel like this card, yeah, it went way low. There's just it was just a weird night. Like nobody was joining. I had like one person join who bid on it, so it was a tough night. But the guy who bid on it, he's bid like first on my cards before, and I didn't want to just end the stream and not run it, so I let him I let him snag it for 15. I mean, it is what it is, you know. It's advertising, so. But this card right here would probably be a good one to auction. Maybe not at 1:30 in the morning, but at a time where I mean, 5 people, 4 people is a nice little crowd, but definitely having a chance to share the auction and stuff like that. But because you know, I don't know. I don't know what, because that's kind of what auctions show you, what people feel like the price of it's worth. But honestly, if I end up like just selling this card, it'll just be $50. Whereas, you know, the right person might be willing to pay more for this card if it was, you know, in a different setting, I guess. But Yari 18, welcome to the stream. Yeah, little Gogurt will. My wife calls him Gogurt.
I scream the curses at you. I heard the whip, I slapped you. I drove the nails on your wrists. With the pain of all the generations you looked at me with all forgiveness, knowing that I'd feel you.
All right, now we're gonna start doing the hair.
You told me it would be okay when your life was in jeopardy. I killed you. How could you still?
The hair is what's really gonna make it kind of have some of those last details, make it look like little Grogu.
It didn't matter what it cost. You stormed the grave. You broke the cross. You tore the veil and I called your name in my misery. I hope for nothing but to see, to love you so.
Aloha Grown 808, welcome to the stream.
I pray that you would hear my cries. Oh, me God, not trying to let me speak the word about you. And I believe you now. I see the hope of all my misery. Jesus, I believe. Every breath he gave you purpose. So your life, it's always worth it. Don't be afraid to slow it down. Ask him how. This life is a beautiful gift. He gave it to us, but
It's
not just
crazy
as well.
because with these markers, they almost make it look
Inside
um,
the hope we have.
painted in a way, also.
Jesus never acted like he hated life. And even when he knew his own death, every step he took to bless the people who were hopeless, the poor, the lonely, the homeless, the poor in spirit, the rich in wealth. He dealt them equal and loved them well. He healed the sick, departed, and he loved the brokenhearted. The little ones cast away, he took and guarded. He's been here since we were in the garden.
Yep, Ender, I think we found our at least card number, possibly number 2 to submit to Tops this go around.
God and man was to be killed, to bear the shame of sin.
I figured if I could make this one
They beat him with a Roman
somewhat close to the reference I'm using,
and it was cruel.
that it would be a good candidate to be submitted to Tops. So on
They nailed his hands with giant stakes.
Rebel Relics, he mentioned that they're kind of focusing on realism. So I don't know if like new people who are submitting, they're like really looking for more realism. I don't know if that's with Marvel also.
His body no longer, it's in the ground.
So
The grave is swallowed up in victory to save us from our misery. For Jesus is alive right now. The witnesses, they wrote it down. In history, it proves that he's alive. With death, no one else has survived.
Lucky, who's that one?
Will you deny this confession? A God who loved you strong enough to die. A God of whom no man can bribe. Your purpose isn't
No,
in yourself.
I don't think
It
so.
ain't happiness, health, or wealth. It's seeing that you were deep in sin. And there ain't
Yeah, that I don't think I met him.
and when righteously you be sent to hell. Forever a place for you to dwell.
Well, and I mean,
A just spot for all human beings.
well, I don't know.
But that's where Christ brightly
Well,
shines.
and that was, maybe they changed focus from when I submitted to when they told me they weren't going with it at this time. But
God's wrath poured out upon us.
so I mean, we'll see.
In victory, it had begun. For Jesus set mankind free from our sin, the doors open.
That's why I'm gonna ask, like, whenever I finish all the ones that I'm considering, I'm gonna send all of them to you, and I'm gonna have you pick, what you think, and then the same thing with Charlie and Cisco, and I'm gonna kind of, I guess, take a tally of most popular picks out of what I do and choose to send, and then from there, that's what's gonna be, that's what we're gonna submit. Go that way. I'm also gonna have my wife look over everything too, because she's been a good reference for me and just kind of a resource to. She's not an artist, but she does pick up on stuff that I might not notice. Yeah, just shoot him a message. I said, shoot him a message. I think he'd be more than happy to uh, reach out back to you and you know talk with you if you had some questions. Because before I talked to him, that's what Charlie had mentioned. He's like, yeah, Cisco's a good dude. And then I went follow him and I started liking his stuff and commenting on his stuff. And it was when I started tagging him and stuff, he started messaging me like private messaging me and commenting on the stuff that I was doing. So I thought that was pretty cool. And it's like he's very humble too, because he's like I'm like showing him some stuff, and he's like, I get inspired by work like what you're pushing out and this and that. I'm like, thanks. I'm like looking at your stuff, thinking like, man, how do I get to this level? In my own way. And did you did you watch Toys's co-stream with Ben? That was a really good one to watch. Um, because he kind of brought up some stuff about you know staying true to your craft, and there's only one, like there's only one ender in this world, and this world needs your style of art just as much as they need his style. So I messaged him, and he actually messaged back, and that's what he said. He's like, try not to compare yourself, practice, get better. And he's like, the world needs rebels art specifically, because you don't want to have too much of the same person type of thing. So he had some good advice when it came to stuff like that. Who's that? Like somebody commented that. Yeah, he's got a knack for it. I've only well, that'll be. I mean, that's gonna be a good teacher. He'll be a good resource for that for sure. I mean, I don't know everything. Like I have my airbrush, and I started using it because of watching like Charlie streams. But I got a long way to go with that. That's a whole nother. It's a whole nother skill set that I need to learn. I've done some basic stuff with it, but I also need I need to get an air pressure regulator for my air compressor, because even when I like don't put too much fluid, it just dumps so much fluid. Like mine it's got no in between. It's either 0 or 100. It's very it can be kind of challenging to do like tiny spurts in areas. So I want to get an air pressure regulator to because I would like to, like how Charlie does like certain highlights with his airbrush. I want to do that, And I also would like to, like how we have like a star, do the star with maybe like white paint and then hit like a little, like a dab of spray paint to give that glow effect, how stars have. So, so like I said, I got some work to do with it. Well, that's also another area where I say don't worry about what other people are going to say. You pick up and learn as many skills as you can, and you know, you figure it out along the way. I can guarantee you, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. That's what I'm doing right now with all this. I'm figuring it out. I mean, I'm sure you talk to him about that too. Me and Charlie, that we talk about that all the time. It's like, yeah, we're just like figuring this out. I don't know what's going on right now. I mean, obviously, I've figured out some things and things that work for me, but it's not easy. It's just different. Char Smith, 13, welcome to the stream. That's true. That's exactly right. Well, because with our, craft, profession, whatever, however you look at it, there's so much to learn. So you always need to be learning something new. Oatmeal color. Blonde Ethan 1, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Let's see, where's that Grogu at? Well, I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, welcome to the stream. We're finishing up this Grogu sketch card. All right, brother. Well, appreciate you hanging out. Have a good night, and we'll talk. I'm sure we'll talk tomorrow. Mamba Zaz, welcome to the stream. But yeah, Spawn Ethan just hanging out, finishing up this Grogu card. Gonna wrap it up here in a little while, but where's the? Oh, I have it. Wait. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, we did a mix. I have to put a little bit darker green on his face. We do a lot of brush strokes with this.
Too strung out on compliments, overdose on confidence. Started not to give a fuck and stop fearing the consequence. Drinking every night because we drink from my accomplishments. Made it way too long, I'm floating in and out of consciousness, and they saying I'm back. I agree with that. I just take my time with all this shit. I still believe in that. I had someone tell me I fell off. Ooh, I needed that, and they wanna see me pick that up. Well, where I leave it at? I know I exaggerated things. Now I got it like that. Tuck my napkin in my shirt 'cause
Yeah, I'm about to wrap it up here in a minute. I'm just putting some last minute touches. Animal coming. Love you. I'm coming in a minute. Yeah, I know it's extremely late. I just got tied up into this one and didn't want to. I was just on a roll. Oh, hey, Leo. Welcome to the stream. Kyle's drop. Welcome to the stream. OPTC, welcome to the stream. Back to 17. Kenobi 90. What's up? It's going, bro. It's going good. We're working on this Gogurt, as my wife calls him, Grogu. It's been a mixture of acrylic paint and Copics Ohuhus. And then this is a new one I finished yesterday. It's actually going really well. We're making great strides in quality, realism, different things. So it's probably one of my better Mandos that I've done. And then here's a Darth Maul I did recently. This one's got a little bit of black light on the horns, eyes, teeth, and then the sabers right here. So, thanks, bro. So I did those two, and then this is kind of a simple variation, but a simple Vader. Different way of doing the details, but um, subtle, but gets the point across. And I might have used a total of about 6 markers to do this. So it's another neat one that I got. Let's see, put this. So yeah, we've been working. I'm gonna be resubmitting to Tops here pretty soon. So I think I found one of the 4 that I'm gonna submit. I think this is gonna be one of my 4. Actually I think this Mando is gonna be another one of the 4. And then I'm gonna come up with some other sketches to get ready to submit. So yeah, sketching is going well. How you been? What you been up to? Thanks, bro. Appreciate that. I think I thought last time I had a shoe in, I thought I was gonna get it approved, so I'm not gonna say that I have a shoe in this time, but we're definitely gonna be submitting a lot more heat this time around than the last time we submitted, so chill weekend, back to work today, so yeah. Yeah, I actually need to go to bed soon because I have some work that I'm actually going to help somebody with some electrical work, and uh, yeah, I got other stuff I got to do. I have this to work on more tomorrow. So yeah, tomorrow's going to be probably multiple cup of coffee type of day. I say tomorrow, I mean in a few hours. Yeah, I needed to go to bed probably 4 hours ago, but when I started this, it started looking pretty decent. So I was like, man, we got to keep going. And here we are. All right, buddy. Have a good day at work, and we will talk again the next time. Have a good day, and I appreciate you, man. I think I'm gonna call it a night. Where we at? Yeah, let's just let's stop right here.